Full house tonight. Yeah. All right. So without further delay, we're gonna go ahead and kick this thing off. So if you don't mind, a couple common courtesies. If you don't mind silencing your cell phones, we are live. We're also recording this for us to be able to watch back. So if you don't mind, again, we are all musicians in the band, so if the tune happens, it's okay, right? But please try to silence your phones. Okay, if you do make a mess with your hot chocolate or other desserts, please make sure you clean it up. And then please hold all your applause till the end of the piece. And here we go. So the first thing you're going to hear, the concert's broken up into 4 sections. All right, we got some chamber groups. So these are student-based. They wanted to play some kind of smaller pieces with limited instrumentation. And so that's what we're going to start off with first. And then we're going to move into the percussion ensemble, okay, led by our percussion person, Zach Elgin. And then we're going to move into the jazz band. And then we're going to finish up with the concert band. So you're in for a real treat. Again, one really quick important thing, the concert program is on our band website, clintonband.com, all one word, and it's in color. So I know I ran out, but I also wanted to save some trees, but you can see the whole program live right now. If you go to clintonband.com, scroll down, you'll see a great picture of our marching band from this past year, then you'll see the program. Just click it, it'll turn the page for you. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to invite up our flute trio, and then they're going to get going. So our next group is going to play a holiday classic, and I'm going to let them get set up, and then we'll introduce them here in a second. Anybody know the name of that tune? Yeah, that is right, Freddie. So we're going to make one quick little set change. We've got one more little chamber group, and then we will be into the next portion of our concert. I just want to make a quick note. Most of these chamber groups were all student-led. Not a lot of, I didn't have a lot of hand in doing anything except buying the music and saying, here you go. But I heard this one in the band room one day, and I was like, can I play on it? And so they graciously invited or allowed me to be a part of their group. And so we're going to play Santa Baby. And so we're going to get set up here, and then we're going to get it kicked off. Yeah, they make me feel young every day, every day, every day. So we're going to do a quick set change. Okay, so we're going to get our percussion ensemble up here. Okay, and then we're going to, they're going to perform for you. Now would be a great time to go to the bathroom. Maybe grab you a little treat from our Clinton High School Winter Guard. We get all the percussionists in the room to come up on stage. Okay, make sure you got your stands and your music. We will be back momentarily. All right. Thank you guys so much for being so patient. So without further ado, we're going to have the percussion ensemble play. We have our fantastic percussion instructor here, Zach Elgin. And we're very fortunate. Let's give it up to Zach. Yeah, Zach's been a real blessing, right? So I'm a percussionist by trade. That's what I went to school for. And so it's always really difficult to run the band and then also do percussion. And so we were able to grab him right out of UT, and so he's been here this semester, and it's been really, really great. And so they're going to perform a piece called Christmas Time is Here. So we're going to make one of probably the biggest changes. We're going to get our lunchtime jazz band up here. So again, another quick opportunity if you need to step outside, go to the bathroom, grab something to eat, and we'll be back with you momentarily. All right, so next up on our program is our lunchtime jazz band. So literally they came to me and said, Mr. B, want to play some jazz tunes? I said, I don't teach jazz band until the spring. They said, but we want to play. I said, sounds good. So we all kind of gave up our lunch a little bit for us to put together these two tunes. I think you guys are going to recognize them. And we got two soloists. And so I hope you guys enjoy our lunchtime jazz band. We always got to do a little reshuffling on the stage. Yeah, hey, so that was Trey Meredith right here on that alto saxophone solo. All right, so this next tune is, again, a classic, but what's really cool is the arranger here, Chris Sharp, went through a lot of different styles. So again, what's also interesting, again, the fact that they actually wanted to do this was really exciting, because we, again, don't talk a lot about jazz until the spring. I teach a class, and it's great. We go through the whole idea of like what a 12-bar blues is, and we all learn how to improv and make up stuff over top of some chord changes. So then they came to me like in marching band season and said, hey, we want to do this. And I said, okay. So here we go. So we're going to play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's swinging, it's saucy, it's rocky, it's all the different styles into one. And this one's going to feature Jacob Berenda here on the trumpet. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. transition of the night. Okay, so we are gonna get our massive concert band up here on the stage. So again, if you guys get a great time to take bathroom breaks, we'll prop these doors open. I know it's getting warm and toasty in here, so probably about 5 or so minutes for us to kind of get everyone on and things off. So we'll be right back shortly. All right. I just want to take note. Can we all look at the stage for a second? So we have a stage problem. Okay. We're fortunate enough to have a theater. Okay, but we need a bigger one, right? And so if again, our county supports us tremendously. I need you guys to hear me that. They give us tens of thousands of dollars every year. Okay, so we use that to buy instruments and things like that. Okay, we need a facility, right? So if you again, we normally don't do this in the fall, okay, but tonight we had to make a switcheroo, and here we are. Okay, the kids I think sound wonderful. Don't you guys agree? Yeah. So again, just there's a lot of things on the radars in every school, probably in our county. Okay, but again, I don't just speak for me. I speak for the whole arts department. Okay, so Mr. Bohannon's choir concert's in here tomorrow night. Please come out and support that. It's going to be fantastic. But again, the more we grow in this band program, okay, the harder it's going to be. Like I don't have a podium. Fred is going to catch me if I fall. Like this is what we're dealing with. Okay, and so again, we got a tremendous band program. We got tremendous administration. We got a great county. We need something. So if you are someone who knows people or can put our heads together and figure out a way to come up with a lot of money, I know it costs a lot of money, but again, the gymnasium's not always the best place to perform, right? We need to have a performing arts center. Okay, so again, if that's something that's on your heart, just like reach out to me. Let's figure out which grant we need to write or who we need to like talk to, name it after, whatever. But without further ado, I know it's a little toasty. We're gonna warm up real quick, and then we got a couple of pieces that we're excited to play for you guys. right, so that was a little chorale that we've been working on in class, as you can see there in your program. The second piece we're going to play was actually supposed to have our narrator, Mr. Jenkins, unfortunately is sick tonight, and he was going to be our Santa the Barbarian, if you will, but never fear, got a backup plan. So we're going to use some audio tracks, and this is a really fun tune. It's by a composer named Randall Stanbridge. We've actually commissioned or been part of kind of a group of people to commission him to write new music. And so we actually just got one of those pieces in today. So really excited to premiere this. There's a lot of little novelty fun things in here, and the kids are knocking out of the park. So we're just going to test the audio real quick, and then we're going to get rolling with Santa the Barbarian and the Pirates of the North Pole.
Santa.
So there's no spoiler. So he wrote a piece called Santa the Barbarian. Then he came out with this piece called Santa the Barbarian and the Pirates of the North Pole. I think I heard next year coming out is a third installment of the same piece. So be looking for that on another concert. The next tune is a classic. Okay, White Christmas by Irving Berlin. Okay, one of the most famous, crooner singers of the 40s. Okay, and so we've all probably heard this piece. It's so beautiful. There's a lot of lines, a lot of lyrical lines, and so I really hope you guys enjoy White Christmas. We're going to tune real quick again. Just so you're all aware, the hotter it is, our instruments don't tend to play in tune. They like to be really sharp, so we're always going to try to tune just so that you guys get the best performance possible. So give us 1 second. sometimes these pieces come around. We've seen them, the movie, right? Everyone who's everyone does a version of that, right? So the Berlin Estate's making a bunch of money, okay? But there's going to be several tunes that we always play every year that I'm here, and it's going to be that, and then one more later on. But something different, okay? So COVID happened a couple years ago, right? We were teaching band. Well, we didn't really get to do like a winter concert, if I'm mistaken. Like Mr. Bohannon was so kind to like come in one day. I think we were all in our PJs just like today, and we like recorded it in class. So I let the kids choose, and this is one of the tunes that they want to do. So this is selections from Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is movie music, right? So if you ever seen the movie, these are the tunes that are in there. What makes these really challenging is they're written for people who play it one time and then that's it, right? Professional musicians. So our students are knocking it out of the park. There's some really, really cool stuff that they're able to do. And again, we always want to play pieces that push us to grow. We don't just want to always play super easy stuff. And so I'm really excited to present this. And so here is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and there's 5 or 6 different tunes that maybe you might know. Hope you guys enjoy. know I'm going over time, so I'm going to try to really make this quick. So again, truly, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I know it's a little longer. I know there's a lot of set changes, things like that. Just want to say really quickly, thank you to our admin, okay, all of our principals, all of our teachers that support these students, not only in the band, but in their classes. And thank you to school board members and for our county for supporting music education. And really, honestly, thank you parents. And I do tell them a lot, but really thankful for these guys behind me to allow me to be in front of them every day. I don't know if it's because I've been here now 5 years, which is kind of hard to believe, but you know, some of these kids I've started in 6th grade, and it's really cool to see their progress. And we talk about this all the time about the progress that we're looking for. It's not always about the trophy. It's not always about how hard the music we're playing. But if I can look at someone that I know I started in 6th grade and look at them now, or even that I met last year, and see where they've come from, even just in 4 or 5 months, it's really an amazing experience to be a part of. And so, again, thank you for supporting music education. You know, we are doing a lot of things every single day in our classroom. If you ever want to know, ask them. They'll probably tell you some dad joke I said that day, or something about Box 5 and being consistent in everything we do, because that's just the way we want to be in our program. And so, yeah, so the next time you'll kind of hear about us will be in the spring, and then we'll start ramping back up for marching band, things like that. So again, after this concert, we're going to tear down. Please stop by and support our Winter Guard program, trying to raise money for their competitions, and we're going to try to get everything back as quick as possible. I'm going to let them talk to you guys, hang out, and then we're going to help the choir set back up. And again, if you like what you see and what you're hearing tonight, but you're like, man, I wonder if they're a little cramped on that stage, please reach out to somebody, right? Because again, it's not me, right? It's not going to be me barking up the tree, but I think if you guys feel compelled to just say, hey, what is an option? What are some solutions, right? I'm always in the mindset, if you're going to present a problem, you got to have a solution. So if that's something that you want to talk about with me, I'd love to do that. But without further ado, we're going to end with Leroy Anderson's classic, Sleigh Ride. concludes our concert. Thank you guys again so much for being here. I know it's been a long night, but please travel safe. Happy holidays. Support our Winter Guard if you're interested. All right, we're going to pack up and get them out of here as quick as possible. Thank you.